Hey, what's up, everybody? Me, Gas Mask William here at church for New Roads Recovery. It's our addiction recovery meeting. We have it every Thursday at 7 to 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. And yeah, so update. Things are not going good, but the Lord is faithful, and I'm going to try to be faithful to the Lord. My brother was having more issues with his situation last night. So bad that we had to have the cops called. And nobody went to jail, thankfully. But it took four grown men to hold down one angry drunkard. Which, I know I shouldn't laugh at that. But it's my brother. I love him. But he desperately needs prayer. He needs fellowship. He needs help. And I truly blame the lack of Christ, the lack of emphasis on Christ in our school system, because plenty of kids will grow up to have issues mentally and not properly know how to deal with their situations. And not only that, school counselors nowadays, when my friends and my family, when we were in school, by family I mean my brother and I, my sister's still in school, but either way, school counselors aren't worth the paper you use in the bathroom. Like, it back in the day, they would have told you, yeah, here's how you deal with your problem. Here, I recommend this. I recommend that. Here, have you heard of, this group? They do this, right? Nowadays, they just say, oh, relax, we'll deal with the problem and send you back to class. Do they deal with the problem? No. And that's why it's always important, if any of my audience actually is in school still, ask your fellow classmates if everything is okay at home, right? Ask them how their day is doing. And nobody actually does that anymore. Nobody asks how everyone's day is going, right? And when they do, we often give the answer, yeah, things are going good, when in reality, no, they're not. And I don't know what it is, why we've gotten to the point where we lie about how things are going. If they're not going good, we need to start saying, hey, no, everything's not okay. And we need more emphasis on Christ, right? In our school systems and in our households, right? Because without Christ, we don't know how to properly deal with this situation. We don't know how to properly handle things. Which, me being rejected a lot as a kid, socially, and, when it comes to the opposite sex, it led me to turn to pornography, which was an unhealthy avenue, and it just led to further problems. I've lied to people, I've hurt people, and thankfully, through everyone in my life, it led me to actually going to meetings about this, and actually getting into the Word of God more. I was already Christian before this, but now that I have a stronger emphasis on Christ and actually look into His Word, which sadly I haven't been able to because of work. They've been working me, 12-hour shifts, and it's just taking a toll on me. I'm tired more at the end of the day, my guard is down, and I just don't have as much time to read the Word of God anymore. Which I need to start asking my supervisor. I'm going to tell him, look, I can't keep doing these long hours. The Lord blessed me with a vehicle, and therefore He gave me these long hours, but I'm now wanting to venture out and start doing a ministry of my own with film. And I just... So, that's what's going on in my life. And my word to everyone else is, we need to fight to have Christ back in our schools. We need to fight to have better counselors for our students. More emphasis on Christ and correction in the criminal justice system. More incentive for criminals to actually turn from their wicked ways and look to Christ. We need Christ in our situation, because without him, we will fall, and it's not pretty. And I do believe that the end times are near. I'm not trying to fearmonger. That's just my personal belief. You know, with the with the river Euphrates and all this stuff with Israel, I really do pray for the people around me. Now, yes, long story short, I did slip up last night after helping out my brother calm down and everything. I went back into my room, pulled out my phone, and relapsed, but I lasted a lot longer than I did the previous times. I actually am building back up days in between, taking it one day at a time, staying faithful to God. I know that when I slip up, it's not his fault, it's mine. I need to stop giving in to the lies that Satan is feeding me. Yeah, sure, it may help me with sleep, but at the end of the day, it also damages my energy, my mentality, and everything to do with my get up and go. So, there's that for y'all. I'm also going to try to stay away from caffeinated beverages, as well as carbonated beverages, because apparently carbonation is not good for the eyesight. So, but I've droned on and on. This update has been particularly long. Thank y'all for listening. I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Love God, love one another. Don't let friends do drugs. And if your friend is doing something wrong, snitch on them for their own good. They'll thank you for it later.